Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video is composed of things that I tinkered with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you could click on the links in the comment section below. This video should contain tips and tricks of things that I've learned throughout the year. Now, I only plan on leaving this video posted for about 30 days. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Now, people are still contacting me on Facebook, which I have repeatedly said is the absolute worst way to contact me. I don't check Facebook that often, and I never check it, Facebook Messenger, while I'm traveling. So if you don't need me, I'll reply to those messages when I get to them. Next thing on the docket. I'm working on performance modifications for both of these cars. One, a lot of people have questions about performance mods, make mistakes that are detrimental to the reliability of their car, and a lot of people requested my input a little bit, and some have thought that I know nothing about performance mods. Well, all because I'm not into performance mods don't mean I don't know anything about them. Man, I read all the comments and seen a lot of the threads and experienced some of the equipment and help people modify their cars and on and on and on. So yeah, I do know some about it. Am I an expert? No. Anybody paying me to do it? No. But I see people destroy a lot of cars messing with performance mods. Anyway, I want to mod both of my cars for the sake of educating the public, making my vehicles a little more safe on the performance side, and make them a little more fun to drive. I love driving. Real fun to me. More performance would make it a little more fun. Kind of like my manual conversion. I had an automatic in my storage I could have used, but I did the manual conversion. Some people requested it. On the performance, the only problem with that is some of that stuff you gotta pay to have done, like the ECU tunes. Really, you can do that yourself if you got time to do the learning curve. Rather not. Most people won't, so that's not the route I'm going to go. Equipment. Some of that stuff you can find in the junkyard. Most of that stuff you could look 8 years and wouldn't find it in the junkyard. So, performance mods you'll probably have to buy, which is kind of a challenge to me because I am not gainfully employed. I do a little bit of hustling here and there to make ends meet. I don't have a stash of cash to be buying a bunch of performance parts, but every once in a while I'll be able to do something like I did for James, replaced his cylinder head. He was kind enough to help me out by doing that. Got another viewer named Karen. She had me tear her car apart, putting it back together. That helps as well. So, got a little bit of change. I'm going to order a couple of parts, get this stuff together, and then we'll be making a couple of those videos. I'm still a little up in the air as to whether I should toss that information behind a Patreon account or just leave it open for the world to see. Of course, a Patreon account is a pay-to-watch thing. That'll help offset the cost of my mods to help finance it. But, you know, I don't know. So, kind of up in the air about that. If I did a Patreon account, it'd probably be $20 a year. But I don't think there's a year worth of material. Probably just maybe 10, 20 videos max. It may be good to put that stuff back there so that people don't dabble in it from fragmented information. But you guys let me know. Should I make a Patreon account, demand contributions for people to view it, $20 to get in the account, one-time fee or something like that, or should I just leave it open, do the videos, and hope that I somehow get the funds to make all this stuff happen? Give me your opinion below. All done at my storage for now. Gonna run a little errand for Mom, head over to the junkyard, get a part for somebody, pull those speakers out. Man, I have a lot of parts in that storage that people can use. So I guess what I'm gonna do is spend a day over there organizing that storage, categorizing that stuff, putting that stuff on my website, maybe some on eBay. If people want it, let me know. If anything doesn't sell in 30 days, I'll probably just throw it in the trash. I'm going to reduce that storage facility down to a small one, because I don't need to be paying $70 a month for storage on stuff that I'm not really using. Right now, I have 4 transmissions in storage. I have a 94-95 auto for an 850. I got a 95 manual for an 850. I got a 99 manual for an S70. I have a M66 front wheel drive transmission. So, man, I need to clear some of that stuff out of there. I'm gonna work on that probably starting next month. Here at an 850, the first thing I need is the grill clips. Gave mine away. So let me get those. Then I need some clips out of the door seal. And let me check my list, see what else I need from the 850. Looky there. Somebody needed my bushing press tool. The red 850 we're putting back together is missing these stops. They break a lot. As you can see, that one's broke. Some people say glue them on, but heck, maybe you could glue them onto that with double-sided tape. Hard to find them not broken. This is a Manzda 3 2008 model. It has a 2.3 liter engine. So I'm going to take the valve cover off of this vehicle. This can also be used to show you how to do the valve cover gasket. What I do is unplug these coil packs, take this off of them, and remove all the coil packs. These look like they may be 8 millimeters. These may be 12 or 14s, but let me get those out of the way and work on getting the wiring harness out of the way. I'm also going to get a clip puller, pull this up off of these up off of these threads. May have some kind of release on them, I don't know. But I'm going to get them up and out of the way. Unplug this as well. Puller or something, get these up off of the cover. Once you get it under it, they come off pretty easy. Do. You work these other 3 or 4 up off of here. These with a needle nose pliers, squeeze them and lift them up off of there. You unplug these coil packs and get this wire harness out of the way. Air pliers, spark plug, wrench, whatever. Turn those up and off, get them out of the way. I guess the cover was probably snapped in the top of this. Then you put the deep 8 millimeter on here, pull the coil packs off, set them aside. If your coil packs have cracks in the top of them, they're in need of being replacement. So let me go ahead and pull those 8 millimeters out. This was, but I pushed it off of this. I don't know how that comes off. I don't want to break it, so I'm going to leave that on there. So there's some kind of sensor there that somebody's unplugged and broken off. I would unplug that. The manifold should lift above that. Back here, looks like you get your EGR valve. I would squeeze these blue tabs in there and pull that off. It might take 2 hands, so get that out of the way. After that, looks like you just pull these 8mm out, and this should come up and off. I moved this ground strap out of the way, just bend it over a little bit. I'm going to pull this up with my needle nose pliers. Over here, driver's side corner, there's a bracket there. Had a 10mm nut on it. Had to pull that nut off. Now I'm going to have to figure out how this bracket lifts off. May have another screw somewhere. Looks like it's got one down here. That'll have to be pulled so this bracket can lift up and out of the way. I don't want to bend it or damage it. Looks like 14 bolts around the manifold. The manifold is probably glued down. The screws do not come out. So be careful prying it up and off of the head. Let me see where my little clip tool was. So try to get under there and pry it up nice and easy. You'll hear it breaking loose from the head, from the sealant and gasket that's on it. And I'll tell you if there's anything strange happening when I get it loose, but you got a couple screws in there and the rest are around the edge. Way around it nice and easy. It did come off and it's broken on the back side of it. So gotta go find another one. But there's the cams, timing chain, and that's it. Place the seal. Get a small screwdriver or something under there. Pry that seal out of it. And replace the seal with a new one. Don't break anything. At this point, you could probably use needle nose pliers. Pull it the rest of the way out of there once you get it started. Fun, fun, fun. You got outer seal, you got inner seal here, inner seal around these 2 spark plugs, seal around these 2 spark plugs. Now when you put these things back together, you find the seam of the head and you put a dab of RTV gasket making sealant there and on the other end over there. I don't see any other place that you need to put the gasket stuff. Washed Queen Bee a few minutes ago. Now I'm going to wash my neighbor's car. It's got some streaked up windows. I don't know what that's all about. Outside. Washing my neighbor's car. This thing's got 74,000 miles on it. Man, I don't know if she's putting 2,000 miles a year on this car. Let's check it in a year from we're both still around. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.